Diane in Denmark here. Beautiful sunshine here this morning in Copenhagen, but don't be fooled, it is so cold. It's well below zero. We've got a really thick frost on the lawn here this morning. I'm just back from my skinny dip. Yes, we swim naked all year round. It's called winter bathing here in Denmark. I'm just back from a skinny dip with Helena, and it was really chilly. I'll put some photos here. Anyway, I thought I would check in with you because winter is coming, and it's definitely coming to the garden here. And I've been doing a few things this week to get ready for the winter. Our clocks went back in Denmark on Saturday. You know, we went back 1 hour. And the tradition here is that if you've got any kind of garden furniture that can't survive the frost and the snow and the ice which is coming, you put that into storage. So we put away some of the garden furniture, and that's not gone into our garden shed. We've got a small garden shed here. I'll show you that in a minute. We put that into our basement, so that is done. But we've got some other garden furniture that can stand being outside in this cold weather. And the other things that I'm doing, I've got a company called Rubber Duck. They're coming tomorrow to put the winter tyres on the car. I've got those ready to go, and they will take off the summer ones, and the summer ones will go into storage in the garden shed. But anyway, let me just mention that, you know, you may have made control journal, house management binder, home folder, whatever you want to call it. I've called mine Hygge Home. This is the one that I have for all my Flylady cleaning lists, you know, the zone lists. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I do my garden work according to the Flylady Zones as well. Now, I came up with some ideas for each zone, and I made a video about this, I think at the beginning of the summer. If I can find it, I'll put the link up there. And I've just been working through, you know, not doing everything every time we're in the zone, but it's just, you know, giving me that idea of what needs to be done, and it takes the guesswork out of it, and it also takes out that stress of thinking you have to do all the gardening work all the time. And it's been everything from things like edging the lawn to maybe repainting garden furniture, and I've actually got a lot of things done this summer. You know, I've repainted bits of the little playhouse that we have there, and I've painted some of the garden steps, and so it's really helped me keep on track. But anyway, let's go into the garden shed, because I did a wee tidy out there at the weekend, and I've also brought some things forward that we're going to be needing during the winter. So let's go in there. Okay, there's not much space in here. Also, we've taken in things like, you know, obvious things like the parasols. What else have we taken in? Oh, I'm going to be taking in Lonnie, our robot lawnmower. I'll show you the robot lawnmower in a minute, because the grass has now stopped growing. It depends from year to year in Denmark when the grass stops growing. Sometimes it can be the beginning of October, sometimes it can be late November, but the grass has now stopped growing with that heavy frost. So I'm going to be taking Lonnie in today and putting him in to storage, and he can sleep until it's the spring. But a couple of things that I've brought forward in the shed are things that we're going to be needing soon, or, well, you never know when we're going to be needing them. The snow shovel for shoveling the paths. In our commune, we are responsible for keeping the outside pavements shoveled and de-iced, so nobody's going to, you know, slip on them. And also I've brought forward things like the salt, Vicelt it says here, this is a special salt for roads, the salt and the grit for putting on our paths, the pavements outside, and also like the steps leading up to the house. I don't want anybody slipping. And what else? Oh, I tell you what else I've brought forward in the garden shed is Gustav the goat, who is one of our Christmas decorations. So Gustav will be making an appearance soon. I think I'll put some fresh ribbons. Here's Gustav the goat. And what else? Yeah, I think that's about in here. So as I said, let's go and have a wee look at Lonnie, the robot lawnmower. You saw him in previous videos out mowing the lawn. And funnily enough, something that came up last time, apparently robot lawnmowers are really, really expensive in the States. They're quite reasonable here in Europe. And you can get one for the price of a normal mower, you know, a push mower. So anyway, let's go and see Lonnie. Right, so here is Lonnie, and what I'm going to do today is I will take off the plate here. Oh, hold on, let me see if I can. Yes, I'm going to take off the plate here, and underneath there are electrical cables, and I'll get that unplugged. And I'm going to give him a really good clean, going to clean off his wheels, and also, let me see if I can move him. I'll give him a good clean underneath, and I'll also take up this plate that he sits on, and that all goes into a box. And as I said, he will be sleeping until it's spring, and then he can come out and start mowing the lawn for us again. And something else that I keep in the garden shed is a hammer, because as you can see here this morning, there is a thick layer of ice on the tub of water, and I like to keep that flowing free so that the birds can get something to drink. So I'm going to come out with my hammer and give it a wee smash. I have a smashing time. Right, and here are the winter tires which are going on the car. The company, Rubber Duck, they will come to your house or your office and change them while you kind of go off and do other things. It's not a law in Denmark yet to use winter tires. It is in Sweden, and we have a Swedish summer house, a cabin that we use all year round. So we like to have the winter tires on our car, also for our own safety, naturally, in Denmark in the icy weather. In Sweden, you must have winter tires on your car from, if I remember correctly, 1st of December until the 31st of March, I think that's right. And we usually get them on about mid-October when the frost comes, and then sometimes we don't actually have them taken off until April, because quite often we have snow well into the month of April. So anyway, keep warm out there. Remember your scarves, gloves, hats, and also to maybe fill up your bird feeders, because we've got to look after the little birds in this really cold weather. Anyway, live long and prosper. May the Danish frosty hooga be with you, and I'll see you very soon. Okay, bye for now.